What's up, everyone? Here to do Hunter x Hunter 120, and I enjoyed this week's episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode. The only thing that I didn't like is I feel like we got recapped like twice in two situations of what actually happened when we already knew. But besides that, they were really small issues. But I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was cool seeing Yuppie get kind of outsmarted. Um, Finding out Shia Puth's ability, oh my gosh. Honestly, he's too strong. Like, I'm going to say that right now. I don't see how he can be defeated. He's not only, it seems that he's somewhat physically strong because he just took Morel's pipe like that, but not only that, he's obviously super intelligent. So, I don't know. I really can't see how they're going to beat these ants as of now. But, anyways, let me get into the review. So in the beginning of the episode, we have Morel facing off against Poof or Poof's cocoon, and I really like the reasoning that they gave of why Morel decided to attack him, because when he moved his pipe, the cocoon didn't make any sort of reaction, so that's why he assumed that there was nothing in there, and I really like that. But soon after, we find out that it was a setup by Poof, and he thought that he actually overestimated him because he thought that it was going to take him longer to undo the smoky jail. But it comes to find out that Morel's been outsmarted, and he creates all these little clones. And I just have to say now, I just don't see how this guy can be defeated, like, as of now. Like, I'm sure there's got to be some sort of like downside to it, which we find out a little bit later in the episode, that the smallest, or his main body, can only be broken down to the size of a bee, while the rest of him can be down to a billionth. That is just too much, man. That's just way too much in my opinion. But anyways, Morel's pretty mad, and he realizes that he needs to figure out what his next move is, and he gets tricked again. Poof just takes his pipe and ends up running off with it and said he's going to put it somewhere else, which we find out he goes pretty far away and puts it in a river. So it looks like it's the end of him using that pipe. But right after that, oh my gosh, to make things worse, Yuppie just walks up to him as soon as he just got done with dealing with that whole entire situation. It's just horrible for him. I thought that was so funny though. But oh man, I have to say, the way Knuckle comes up to Yuppie, oh my gosh, his face just looked like he was ready to lose it. And I just really liked how they drew his face and everything. Like, he really looked so mad, and just how he said it, it was just really cool. I like how that was done. So right after Knuckle starts talking, Morel sends this deep purple clones towards Yuppie, and they surround him as clones of Knuckle. And I also thought it was funny how he showed like all these like thuggish like poses and stuff of Knuckle, because like they were obviously representing his personality. That looked really cool. But right after that, we go over to Hina, and I guess she's about to leave the palace, and she realizes that Cheetu is dead and she can't talk to anyone, so clearly something has happened that's pretty bad. And she ends up helping Bezif because he promises her treasure, and as Bezif is being carried away, he realizes that his life is over, and all this stuff's gonna get blamed on him, so he has to escape. Right after that, we go back to Poof, and he disposes of Morel's pipe, and his ability is revealed. So this guy can be broken down into a billionth of himself, which is absurd. And his main body only stays the size of a bee. And we also find out that Morel could have defeated him right there if he would have searched for his main body, which is the size of a bee, and he would have been defenseless. So I'm assuming that is his drawback. I can't think of any other ones that there would be to having that ability, but he thinks that he's completely outsmarted Morel and all this, but the narrator ends up talking and says that Morel was actually right, because he's now able to support Knuckle, which he would have just ran into Knuckle. Yuppie would have if he wasn't there. And he also talks about how Morale underestimated the ants, and he thought that they were obviously really strong, but he realizes that they could hold out for even a less amount of time than he thought they could originally. So that was the reason why he undid Smokey Jail, which I thought was really cool how that ended up working out in their advantage. But he ends up saving Knuckle just because of this. But they kind of start fighting, or they don't get into like too much detail, but they start like encircling Yuppie and stuff. But we go over to Poof, like just saying where everybody is in the palace, and he's wondering why Gon isn't attacking P2, and he also says that there's a human that needs to be born soon. That's an ant, obviously, and just from looking from the image, that's definitely Palm, because he said it was a human that was captured a couple days ago. So that may be another threat. So I'm just wondering, will Palm like be an obedient ant, or what's gonna happen with her if that is her? But just from looking from the outside and what he said, I'm pretty sure that's Palm though. But he says that there's a battle going on in the court, and I thought this was really funny. He was like, there's the Smoky guy and a bunch of thugs. Like, I just thought it was super funny how he said that. But right after that, we go down to the actual fight, and all these Knuckles are surrounding him, and they're trying to attack, and Yuppie's just taking them out one by one, and he decides to leave an opening to let Knuckle think that he can actually hit him, and he's gonna just let him hit him, but he's gonna end up taking him out. But I thought it was really smart how they just did that to make him mad so that Knuckle could come in for that opening, and they end up getting him. And I thought it was really cool how Morale and Knuckle had a thing going where if he made angry clones of him, he has to actually think about what's going on if he sees angry clones. And he thought about it. There would be no reason for Yuppie to take shoot at all. But he ends up going away and says that he has to think about the enemy that's in front of him, because they clearly don't have time to think about much of anything else. But right after that, we find out that Shoot's okay, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember his name right now, but the guy who has the portals actually ends up saving him. And I'm just wondering, like, is he actually gonna fight now? Because like before, he was clearly cowering, so I'm just really curious to know, like, is he gonna fight? But right after that, we go over to Net for P2 and Gon, and she tells Poof not to come near. And I don't know if it's just me, like, is P2 saying that for Poof's sake because Gon is scaring her? Because she just looks so scared right now, and I'm just wondering, like, is it because of that? Or another reason that I thought of is because Poof wants to kill that girl so that the king won't be attached to her anymore or something like that, but I'm not really sure. But anyways, that's all I have. Let me know what you guys think, because like I said, I thought this was a pretty good episode of Hunter x Hunter. It wasn't like super great, but like it was good. I definitely enjoyed the action that we got and finding out Poof's ability for sure. But anyways, like I said, let me know what you guys think. That's all I have, and thanks.